you end up screwing everything. It's one of those bloody stupid things going around.
I know it's clickbait, but I just thought I'd give it a go because my stream is full of fucking adverts and that pissed me off. So I give it a go.
Yeah, okay.
It suddenly comes in waves, adverts too. I get loads at the moment. Drone.
Yeah.
And it's the same drone, and every time it comes out, a different company, and they're selling a £2,500 drone for like 89 quid. Like, no, it's just bloody con.
Oh, no, it's a bargain. You can't say no to
Exactly,
that.
yeah, it's a bargain. I would buy two.
Yeah.
The thing is, look, can I give you the answer to this problem? If you just say naked women, yeah, they'll just keep sending you pictures of naked women, and it's not so bad then.
No, I could handle that. Yeah. Is that what you keep getting, Mike?
Yeah. That obviously doesn't work, Mike.
I think as well it works in the algorithm, doesn't it? Like you keep interested in drones, so you're getting drones or something like that. And one moment I was getting guitars, you know, you could buy an American Pro Strat imported from the States for $2.
That's obviously stupid, but you know.
$2 for the first one and $20 for the second one or something like that, you know, bargain.
We're currently having this thing. We're having a chance to win a £15 million house for £1.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bargain. See, you can't go wrong. I don't know why.
How can you lose?
No.
It's only £1, isn't it?
Yeah. Imagine all the yeah. It's only £1, isn't it? It's like people who phone in on a television things to vote. You know, what's it called? Search for a star or something like that. And they say, okay, now everybody phone in number 1 for this person, number 2 for this person, blah, 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 blah. But it costs them a fortune. And they then the production, with all the money that they get from the telephone calls, they pay the whatever the work is, and they're laughing, you know, all the way to Hawaii sort of thing.
No, they've gone better now, though, Con. They don't charge you, I don't think, anymore. They just get your details now.
Oh, yeah, well, that's even,
And they sell it to everybody, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I worked out on those things, and it says, you know, it's £2 a call. So I looked at the prize money, and I thought, okay, so split that, and I tried to make it how many people would have to call in to get to the prize money, or close to it or something, you know? And it's quite a large number, but they do run, like there's one on at the moment, so get your thing in before the 3rd of March. So I thought, oh, they got a whole 2 months of pulling before they release the thing. But as you said, it's more likely as well getting your details, which are worth.
Yeah.
But it's a big, I think we've had this conversation. It's like on the aeroplanes, they sell these scratch cards where you can win £1 million or something. But you don't actually win £1 million. What you do, if you get one that says you go into another draw that gives you another chance to be the one that gets the £1 million. But even when you get into that draw, they'll give you 10 envelopes. You got to pick one of them. So the chances of you winning are 10 by 10 by the bought tickets, say $1 million. So you've got a 10 billion to 1 chance of actually winning if they ever give a prize out.
I think you're being a bit optimistic there with that 10 billion to 1. Yeah.
The lotto's 14 point something million to 1.
Yeah, they used to do a magazine, didn't they? That showed all the winners. I don't know if they still do online now, but you used to get a magazine. I think it was called Comp Magazine or something like that.
Yeah, it gives the results of everything, didn't they?
Every competition that people won, and like what slogans they used to sort of Weetabix or win a holiday in Hawaii or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
the Euro lottery, you know, because it's a bigger prize, is 170 million to 1 chance of you winning.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one now. Now, listen a minute. That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend so much on it, yeah.
How much is it this week?
32 million.
Oh, I'm not even going to bother.
No.
Wait till it goes up to 50, Connie.
You know, it's not worth the effort otherwise, is it? You know?
And we're all driven. Somebody's got.
Oh no, I did win once in Gordo, the Spanish lottery that they do every Christmas. and I won £600. But they pick a ticket like in a town, and that all the town wins. You know, so I was in.
That. Yeah, they showed you on television at Christmas time.
Did they? Oh, I didn't see it.
It was, I don't know, 100-something million euros.
Yeah, it was huge.
Everybody in the city.
Yeah, and it depends. The winning ticket is picked from that city, so everybody's bought a ticket in. I think it was Alicante was at the time. Everybody won there. You didn't know what you won, but you won. So I think it was something from £50 to 50,000 to £1 million. Yeah. I think I won 500.
It all depends on how many tickets you bought. Was there something, or was it just one winning ticket?
No, there's like 1,000, 2,000 prizes or something in that city. So say Series 5 will all win. If your number begins with 5, you'll win 5,000. If your number begins with 5-2, you win that amount. So not everybody sort of actually wins, but everybody who's bought a ticket there has got a chance of winning, I should say. But I know they're all good sort of prizes. It's not like a free ticket or something. It's £500 is like the minimum, or €500.
It's better value than the premium bonds.
I still haven't met anybody who's won £1 million of lottery, and there must be over 20,000 of them by now in the country, mustn't there?
In Swansea alone.
The rest. It must be more than that, because it's been going for like nearly 30 years.
I believe there's somebody up by St. Peter's who bought 3 houses there that won something. It was from Neath or Port Talbot, but that's only what I've been told. He bought 3 houses, 2, one for himself and 2 for his daughters, right next to St. Peter's Church in that road.
That's a bit of masochism, isn't it? You know, you got all this money and you buy 3 houses, one in daughter each side of you. I mean, oh my God.
Yeah, wow.
Well, at least you won't have the problem, Dad. Can I have some, can you help me out here? Can you just give them a big batch of money?
Can we
I'm
guarantee?
not sure if they lived there, Con. They just bought the houses. So maybe they never lived there. I mean, Sam probably know that. You must have heard this.
What's that in Brinfield, is it?
Yeah, just off Brinfield, yeah. This was about 10 years ago, I believe.
Uh-huh.
But I've never met anybody who's won $1 million. I've not met anybody who's really, maybe I have and they've not told me. That's more like it, isn't it?
Sharon was looking very smiley the other day.
Yeah. I know, yeah.
Well, it was the guaranteed one. The young single mother from Townhill that won. I think it was about $1.5 million in the early days, and she bought a house on Higher Lane, not Higher Lane, on Beaufort, the one that Billy Mack used to live on right,
Cambridge
Avenue, was it?
overlooking the cliff. And the first thing they did was build a swimming pool in the garden. And the swimming pool in the garden ended up down on the path because they didn't put any proper foundations in for it. And it just slid down the mountainside.
Yeah, it had a calling for the sea, you see.
Yeah, it's natural.
Do you remember that first woman? I think she won. Was it Viv Nicholson?
Yeah.
Won the pools. She won the biggest amount and spent it all.
Spend. What are you going to do with it? Spend.
I wonder, I bet that was 50 or 60 years ago now.
Yeah. There was a program on about winners of the old pools, as it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They looked at 6 winners and they'd all won over $1 million. And 5 of them had become nearly bankrupt and alcoholics. And the only guy that seemed to be sort of level-headed was a guy who was a plumber's mate. And they asked him, what's he done? He said, well, I like golf. He said, so I bought a new house with a big garden. I got a little 9 pitch and putt in the back garden. He said, but I still work as a plumber's mate. He said, I just go away on better holidays now, he said, than I used to. But he's good one. He said, I still go down the pub with all my mates. You know, nothing's changed. They probably think he's a tight-ass bastard. And
Yeah.
The thing is, if you do win the money, you go down the pub, what are you going to do? Do you buy everybody a drink? And they go, oh, he's a flash bastard, chucking his money around. Oh, he don't buy anybody a drink. And I say, what a tight ass bastard. He's not buying anybody a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't win, can he? Whatever that.
You damn if you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, with people with money don't like spending it for some reason. I don't understand what the whole thing about it. But it's because I've probably never had that sort of money that I don't understand the whole thing. I always think
they're afraid of losing it, aren't they?
I don't know. We've only got 1 day, because you can't take it with you.
Oh, but it becomes a drug, doesn't it? I should imagine.
Maybe, yeah. But the thing is, I understand to a degree. Like a billionaire, I can understand more than somebody who's got like 50,000 or something in the bank, who would hate to go below that figure for some reason.
That's it.
You know, I never quite understand it. I think, well, spend it. You know, particularly people old. Like, do you know we're all old people now? By the way,
no, we are the old people.
Yeah, because they said the other day everybody over 70 should stay in with a warm blanket. I was out then go for my shorts, so I don't know what's going wrong there.
No more. Go away.
Yeah.
Health and safety, Mike. Health and safety, isn't it? You know, they're covering their asses.
I forgot we were that age, sort of thing. So it's a bit concerning.
Imagine like about 50 years ago, if you were our age, you're really old.
Well,
not to our age.
No.
Oh yeah, when we were sort of in our early teens, and parents were sort of 40 odd, they were really old people, weren't they?
Yeah.
And that's something that, going back to what we were saying, old people used to do, and young people, but most old people would be religiously filling their pools every week, didn't they?
Yeah.
And do all sorts of plans. Someone can go and collect the money, and you'd wait, and you'd be there checking them on the Saturday or something.
I remember going down to get the newspaper when I was working my apprenticeship, and one of my sort of craftsmen, I would go down to the local newspaper shop religiously to pick up the paper every whatever it was for him to check the pools.
I used to collect the pools money and the coupons for Sue Webster's dad, because he was an agent for West Cross.
Right. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And they said, "Oh yeah, if we win, I'll give you you'll have some. Don't you worry." I never got any money from anybody. No. I'm sure somebody must have won some money.
You'd think somebody would win, wouldn't you? But,
yeah.
I don't think many people did win. It was probably the same odds as the lottery, if not worse.
They should have these plans. You remember that?
You
fill in so many lines, and then you say a Sun Plan 24 or something.
Yeah. So any age from 36 on the Friday on Saturday afternoon with take away the rabbit or something. There's some nonsense with it.
You could then join these syndicates. So everybody joined in, like you paid a couple of quid, or maybe it wasn't that much, was it? Probably 50p, I suppose. And then everybody would do one of these, a
line.
It was called a perm.
20 variations on it, doesn't it?
No, it's a perm, wasn't it?
Perm, that's right.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the pools anyway?
Well, Zetta's would go in last time. I looked it up actually about 2 years ago, and Zetta's was still going. The others, I don't know, they just disappeared.
What's Zetta?
It was like the other. There was Vernon's and Littlewoods, was it?
Oh, I remember Vernon. That's right, yeah.
And Zetta's was a very cheap one, where you only won like a tenth of the money, but you only paid a tenth of the sort of the fee or the bet. So yeah,
it was a person's football pools.
150 of the bike world.
Yeah, but putting crosses in, looking at the form, I think it became. I'm not sure if I think when the lottery came in, I think the pools went, didn't they?
Probably.
It's probably easier to buy a lottery ticket than it was to fill in a pool's coupon, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, I think people
just
realized it wasn't skill and judgment that made you win, because the problem is even like the lottery, if you do all the numbers, if you do 7, 11, 13, 22 and 28, everybody wins sort of thing. So you get a small payout. It's a bit like the coupons. If you did the teams that were supposed to draw, and they did draw, then everybody'd have a share out of it, not just the one person.
In the days of the pools, they used to have someone who used to come around collecting the pool's money, didn't they?
That's right, yeah.
I did it.
Doing it for Stu Webster's time.
Just walk miles and miles around West Cross.
A lot of people went missing, didn't they?
I didn't.
No, but
What with the money, you mean?
quite a few instances where the guy had won or somebody had won, he didn't tell anybody about it. Bug it off.
No, what happened, wasn't it? Nobody knew they won. And then when they did win, they said, "Where's my money?" And they found that the guy had never been given the coupons back in again.
Yeah, that's right. Some guy did that for years, didn't he? Just kept collecting the money. And they were doing the same numbers every week, and one week they bloody won, and he hadn't put the money on.
Yeah. and he went to court, and I think a few of them did, and they were all the Littlewoods or whatever, when it found there's nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
It's the collector's problem.
Yeah. So. Do you think Howard Middleton Jones has won the pools?
Yeah, he's disappeared a bit, hasn't he?
We haven't seen him for a while. Yeah.
I seen him a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, just before Christmas I seen him. I think it was in Marks and Spencer's or somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, do you think of it? Did you see that picture that came up on the Langland site? It's a poster. It looks like it's from the 1930s, 40s. One of Donkey Rock. Somebody jumping off the Donkey Rock.
Yeah.
It's a really lovely poster, very Art Nouveau style. And cracking, a guy called Dickie Rhodes. I think he's from West Cross. I'd put it up. But
what's his name? Rich.
Dickie Rhodes. I mean, that's why he used to be. That's his nickname. But his proper name is more likely Richard. Is it?
Yeah, it is Richard. Yeah, Rich, I used to call him. But...
Yeah, he comes up with some stuff. But that poster was really lovely, and somebody obviously has done it, and it's their artwork. But I'm not sure whether it's kind of available, because that would be a lovely poster to give somebody as a present.
It's a very old one, is it? Is that the old one?
Well, no, it's. I think the title is Donkey Rock at Rotherslade, and it's got
somebody
in silhouette in the foreground jumping, and then in the background is the Donkey Rock. It's like a couple of shades of blue.
Yeah, I see it.
And one guy posted, or what did he say? Oh, it's really called Rother's Tor or something.
Yeah.
And so I made a comment. I said, yeah, but we all call it a Donkey Rock. And I think, Gary, you actually sort of did a lot of people said, yeah, well, I mean, you could go detail like that, but we always refer to it as a Donkey Rock. Because apparently Pixie, he used to say, no, it's not. The Donkey Rock is the one that's about 100 yards into the bay that sticks up, which was the turnaround point for the donkey rides. They go from where the big rock is, and then they go out into the bay. And when the tide was out, there's one rock which sticks up about 2 or 3 feet out of the sand. And that was where the donkeys would turn around.
No, it was called Donkey Rock I've got one article in about 1880.
Yeah.
Before they had donkey rides there, just like people used to go pick up donkey from actually quite near Oystermouth Castle.
And they stand in the shade of the rock when they were waiting for the next ride.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
Yeah, well.
And there's the thing about like I think my brother entered into the melee with somebody who called it Rother's Tor, and Alan said, well, it was called Stores Rock, and maybe Rother's Tor.
Stores Rock is correct.
Yeah.
Is that the proper name for Donkey Rock? Is it?
That come from Rother's Tor, Rother's Store.
Yeah, but it was the guy who painted it, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that could have been after the event. He might have asked people, what's that called?
Yeah. But
and
there again, even Rotherslade could be called Little Langland or Ladies Bay as well, as it was at one point. So because Ladies Bay is where the ladies used to go swimming, not in Langland so much.
That's right, yeah, with a little roll down to the sea huts on wheels, isn't it?
Yeah.
They call them bathing huts, where they got changed. as close as they could to the water, so nobody would see their feet.
Or bathing machines.
That's it, yeah, bathing machines.
Yeah. I've never used one, but I think they're good. Actually, there's one in Langland now, but it's got a sauna in it.
Yeah. At what stage was the concrete slipway built, John? Do you know, the one that's not there anymore now?
1950s. Late 50s, I'd say.
Yeah, mid-50s.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
50s? That recent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because up to then it was just sort of semi-rigid, wasn't it?
Well, there was a wooden one that went down there, a single pathway between the huts.
Oh, yeah.
For a long time.
So why do they make it solid so Johnny Howard's dad could get his ice cream van down there? Right?
Yeah. You know, I always thought that. Why? I wonder why they did that. Because I can't think of a reason.
There's no lifeboat there.
Reason. There's boats.
They wanted access to, things were getting, people were driving around and in ambulances and things like that, and they wanted to get access onto the beach, didn't they? And that's basically it, yeah.
It wasn't really wide. It was only sort of about 7 or 8 foot wide, wasn't it? It wasn't
wide enough for a narrow thing, whatever it was.
It's a good question, that is. Because they weren't very interested in people's safety then.
We'll give you a quest, Mike, for next week. Come for that.
It may have just been for people to get to the beach because there wasn't anywhere further along to get down. There was just stones there, wasn't it?
And it was easy access.
The path going down.
Jumping off the wall and then going down the stones for them.
Yeah.
I still say it's the worst thing they ever did was take that ramp away. That's ridiculous.
Is that because it was damaged? They took it away.
Huh?
I think they built it with metal poles going through it. That actually you could see through them in the children used to look through them like a spyglass. And I think they'd rotted away, and I think the whole structure was a bit iffy. That's why they took it away.
Maybe a bit like when they replaced the steps going up to the surf side, because they've been rebuilt in the last 20 years, haven't they? And you can see where they've all rounded off now.
Yeah, but you can see how well done it was originally, because the bottom of the ramp, you never got to a spot in the ramp at the bottom when the tide comes in or out. It was always straight into the sand. But it looked like a lifeguard had one. They were on about it. Oh, they filled it up. Remember when they built it? They filled it up with all the stones, the gap. And the stone, of course, the stones are gone on the first high tide, with a bit of a swell. But the old ramp never used to get uncovered, did it?
Yeah. I'm going back, Sam. My suggestion is, I've had a quick think about this. The idea they put that ramp there was so people could take the stuff for their huts down to the beach and pull it along to where they built them.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah, been about the same time as all the huts coming, particularly the canvas ones on the beach, on the frames. That was great. That was because that was individual, not entrepreneurship, but there was one guy, I think, who used to make a lot of the tents. Fedwin or something was a tent company. Or if you had a little thing, you went to him and made the tent. But a lot of the support work, the steel work, they weren't uniform. They varied. They were all the same size, maybe sort of 8 foot square or something. But they weren't uniform, so they would, if somebody had a space, all right, they go in touch with an iron worker, right, build me a frame, it has to be this size and have some legs on it. They were all different, weren't they? So some lasted more than others,
Well, they were nearly all made with wood, they're all wood, and they just had an angle at the bottom.
And iron frames, didn't they?
Yeah, the frames were metal.
No, they're quite a lot made of wood.
I think
Sure, they make-
the original ones were wood, but there's a lot of people adapted them for metal frames.
Yeah, later on, yeah.
And they put the bases in oil cans as well, 50-gallon oil drums.
Oh, so I made a concrete thing and stuck the uprights in it. Dig a hole. Yeah, because when we had those big
Some of them left there somewhere underground, I reckon.
Yeah. The other day, well, not the other day, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I saw a big sort of lifting machine, like a JCB or something, shifting some of the big stones. You know, the big stones halfway across the bay, as if they'd repositioned them.
Yeah, I think they come away from the wall, don't they?
Yeah.
What happens is, funny enough, I was talking to the guys doing it. The stones are there. The sand comes and erodes it takes the sand away, and the stones sort of flip over.
Yeah.
And that keeps happening. So the stones actually keep tumbling back to the sea. So eventually they probably end up in the sea. So they're supposed to be protecting the base of the wall.
Yeah.
From impact, and because they said when the tide comes in and it picks up a load of stones and they hit that wall with he said like a force of a bulldozer. He said,
yeah,
hitting the wall every time a wave hits it, it's full of stones, and they just bash it away. So that's where they put them there. I think. Don't know how it worked before because we used to have all the pebbles, didn't we?
Yeah.
But the pebbles seem to be moving up the beach a bit.
So somebody's doing a survey and he'd go up to all those big stones and he'd say, well, what do you want to be one day? I want to be one of them pebbles.
Yeah. And one day he will be.
Down by we'll see.
Yeah. Return to.
Oh,
I see. And here's one I made earlier.
Yeah. I did.
Walkway.
I started off with 2 hats.
Oh, is that a little, what do they call it now, Cons AI, is it?
Yeah, but all this is very modern. Because you look at, I'm just looking now, the hats are all modern, but you can tell by the roof of the big hat, can't you, at the back?
Yeah, but that's old. But no, but there was the new ambulance. I had to get rid of the ambulance station and all that shit.
Yeah.
Put it back to its normal state with the old hut.
The old shelter.
Yeah,
Right,
I had to make a new shelter as well. Yeah.
You have to put the steps up to the huts, Con, and they didn't have a little sort of.
Yeah, they did.
I'm sorry. I will add the step. I do have the steps on it. I can assure you.
And I think some had little Welsh flags as well.
Yeah, right. It's all noted. I'll get one going next week. It's going
Can you put some of those supports in buckets of 50-gallon buckets?
Didn't they have projecting patios in front of them, timber ones?
Some did, yeah.
Well, these, you look, this is winter time apparently, but so you can't see the boards. So this one here, you see my mouse?
Yeah.
That one has got boards on it, and this one here. And in fact, this one here is this one here, and it's this one here, of course. But this one is knackered, you see?
So we want some fine detail. We want to see the ropes threaded through the canvas to make.
Look at this. Hang on a second. What? Look at that.
I can see a rope.
You can see a rope there, boy.
Yeah, well done.
I thought that there was a rope down the middle.
Hang on, Con. Who's that sitting on the wall?
I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, it's the boys, isn't it?
Oh, look, there's Miles in the window of the house.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Frenchy. No, it could be Felix. That couldn't it, actually?
It looks like Felix.
Now, is that the remains of the ramp? Is that the ramp going down there?
Yeah, that's the old ramp.
All right. Very good.
Yeah.
The sand is very sand-coloured.
Well, I thought, with this, I can put, you can put much more sand. If it's great because when the comers say, "Oh, there's all stones on the beach," and I said, "No, I'll just put a load of sand on it." I said, "No, look, it's all sand." It's amazing what you can do with Photoshop, isn't it? Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, every time a picture comes up now on the Facebook or feed, and you think, "Wow, look at that," and you look at the comments, and usually the first couple of comments are AI bullshit. There was it showed this massive dining table in the shape of a lovely guitar, walnut finish to it, chairs all around, and the neck going off towards the kitchen. It looked amazing. Seat about 15 people, and then you looked at it and you thought, "Oh, it's a guitar," and somebody has photoshopped, made it look like a great big dining table. So you look at pictures now, and half the time you think, that's not real.
Well, the problem is, Sam, that 75% of them are AI.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed. I watch a lot of I watch a lot of documentaries, right? Especially on the Second World War. And there are specialists now that are not really historians who all they want to do is just jump on a bandwagon and get huge numbers, huge figures and get a good. And they just put the story into the AI, and then the AI comes up, and you can easily tell because you get about the same sequence about 28 times, but with different words. But the words get repeated as well. Yeah, and that's an editor, if you like, who just says to the AI, "Do me a 15-minute clip on the Second World War at the Battle of the Bulge with the tanks," and there we are. So you come up with a 50-minute load of nonsense with certain facts that are correct, but I my gas is flabbered by it.
Who owns an AI picture then?
Well, nobody. The person who made it.
The beauty of it. My son's used them in advertising, and you can get away with anything because it creates people's faces, so you don't have to pay them any royalties. You can create the whole scene by AI just by asking it to create the scene.
Yeah.
It's frightening.
You went with it, Yeah, I'll show you some AI now. Where are we?
You can create any photograph you want because once you've done it, you can ask it to alter it to what you want.
Wow. And is that something that's available as a sort of a free service?
Yeah. ChatGPT. If you pay for the extra, I don't know, 20 quid or something, you get the super ChatGPT AI.
Yeah.
And that is the dog's bollocks.
Just trying to get you some AI.
My son had to create a scene downtown.
Is there any actual free AI sites?
Yeah. ChatGPT is free.
Hang on, mate.
Are they actually free?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but you're limited to what you can do with it.
Yeah, he's limited. You've got to pay now.
Okay. Let's get this one up for you. I'll get this out of the fucking way here. Okay. This is one I did earlier. Love that. Anyway, and it's like this, and all this is done by AI, right? By my directions.
And welcome to the Silver Servers. It is nearly the 150th episode.
That's that Dutch.
Welsh.
And welcome to the Silver Servers. It is nearly the 150th episode.
Oh, 150th episode of the Silver Surfers.
Oh, it might be Russian, actually.
And
That sounds like Welsh, Con.
It's not Welsh,
it is nearly the 150th episode.
Oh, that's like South African.
Maybe Dutch, I don't know.
And welcome to the Silver Servers.
Silver Surfers.
It is nearly the 150th episode.
150 something?
150th
Silver Servers.
It
is nearly
Silver Surfers.
150th episode.
Yeah. I get what he's saying, but it's just the accent is Dutch or South African or something.
Yeah, I did it in about, did they say, yeah, I just know. Just the AI server doesn't say which language I did it in. But that's what you can do it at me now.
Is he supposedly holding two boards?
No, well, you just put in, hang on, I'll get it back up.
Yeah, Con, is that a picture you worked with Or did you ask?
Oh,
if
no, that's the start. What I put my base was a surfer on the beach with a surfboard saying, and I tapped in the text.
All right.
And that's what it comes out with. But hang on a second, I'm going to find you another one.
That explains it. I've seen you.
Okay.
Hi and welcome to the Silver Surfers.
All right. You're going to like this one, boys. All right. She's a bit, there's something wrong with her head, actually, but don't worry about that.
It's not on the screen yet, Con.
I know it's coming up now. Sorry,
Right.
it's a bit long. Yeah. Okay. Get this up here. So here we are, right? And now we got this bent here, or this lady, I should say, not bent. Where are we? Here we go.
Hi and welcome to the Silver Surfers. It is nearly the 150th episode. We hire you're enjoying the episodes of Everyday Life of Old Farts, ha ha ha.
And she's Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, you can see, watch your mouth, you can see it's AI straight away, you know?
Hi and welcome to
And
the
her eyes
Silver
a bit fucked. Or
Surfers.
maybe she's had a stroke. or
It is
something
nearly the
like that, you know?
150th episode. We hire you're enjoying the episodes of Everyday Life of Old Farts, ha ha ha.
But since that
Hi
one,
and welcome to the
okay.
Silver Surfers.
We're going to run out soon, guys. I don't know what the time is.
We hire you're enjoying
2
the
minutes.
Everyday
3
Life
minutes.
of Farts, ha ha ha.
Oh, yeah. So this is what you can do with AI, you know, and that's the free shit, you know.
So can somebody? I don't want to do video, but what about pictures and things?
Yeah.
What can you send me the link for a site, please?
Mm-hmm.
Or anybody, please.
Yeah.
I've looked at sites before, and every time I've gone into them, within 2 minutes they got to upgrade it and pay money.
Yeah, but you got to watch out, right? Because some of them they give you do these. There's a new one come out called AI Zone or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. And you buy, you know, if you go into the first range, it's for like $20 a month or something like, or $20 a week or something, whatever, you know, whatever it is. But then you're allowed only 3 films of 10 minutes or something like that in editing. You know?
Yeah. I don't want films, to be honest, but yeah, I understand what you say. But every site I've looked at, they give you such a basic package. It's just the same as cheaper sort of things. They're just not worth it, sort of thing. And then they're asking you to upgrade in each section, sort of this. And I never pay money for anything like that.
Find me an AI
Nothing.
site.
Yeah.
The text packages are free, I think.
Yeah.
So what?
Morning.
Text. If you want to tell stories and all that sort of stuff.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
I was thinking about pictures. Really.
Yeah, that's where they try to come in. It's far more complex.